we said
Is
we
that the real
agreed.
reason
We
why?
agreed.
Nah, fuck all dogs on Suge.
We
If you would have
trust me.
told that nigga, go in there and just plead guilty, he'd have did it.
No, I'm not saying that, but
Okay then.
I said he
Okay
ultimately
then.
gave permission. I said
Nigga,
he ultimately gave
who
permission. Yeah,
authorized the money? Who
correct,
authorized
correct,
the amount?
correct,
You did. You
correct,
said you just did what you did.
correct,
Suge had to tell you
correct,
he was good with that.
correct.
Suge paid the alleged killer of Tupac 60,000 after Pac was dead and buried to come to court and say, "Hey, homie, tell him it wasn't me kicking you." When it's clear as day, what you was doing on the camera.
All right, we're gonna get off
So
that.
now we got to
I
spin the
said
other narrative.
we said
Is
we
that the real
agreed.
reason
We
why?
agreed.
Nah, fuck that. Is that the
We
real reason
agreed.
why he gave him the 60? What's the real
Why?
reason why he gave him the
So he
60
can stay
grand?
his ass free.
What's the real reason why
So
Suge
he can
gave?
stay free, nigga.
No, what's the real reason why Suge gave on Baby Lane that
He did
60,000
not want that
after
boy killed.
Tupac
Stop
got
that.
knocked
Stop
down,
that.
bro? Huh?
He did not. He
Huh?
did not want
What's
him
the real
killed. Stop
reason
that.
why? Nigga,
No, so
that
you're
even
gonna
makes
lose
sense
all
for
your
him to say what he's saying.
credibility.
Yo,
You about to
Chuck,
lose all
does
your
that make
credibility.
sense for him to
You
say what
sounding
he's
like
saying?
Suge
When
now.
he got a
You
video,
sounding like
there's a
Suge now.
video of Suge stopping the nigga out. Does
You
that
sounding
make
like
sense for
Suge
him to
now.
take
You
the
sounding
feds?
like Suge
Fuck
now.
that. This the voice of Snoop Dogg.
No,
I'm getting
no,
my
no.
get back for Snoop Dogg. This
you
get back
you
for
sound
Snoop Dogg.
you
Does
sound
it make
like
sense?
Suge now.
60,000 down talking about tell him you wasn't kicking me.
Hey, yo, this old news, but everybody knows Suge paid Baby Lane. It's a story. They talk about it. They met up at Suge's lawyer office because Suge needed a witness to they was violating his parole for being in this altercation right here, and he just needed Baby Lane to testify. Now that people think that white pantsuit right there doing the kicking is Suge, but that's Suge right there in that gray pantsuit. That's Fagavelli walking real fast, and that white pantsuit was actually Buncherell. That was security for death row. Some people say he was Mild Pyru. You know, they didn't know Baby Lane. But yeah, people talk about how, they had Baby Lane come to the lawyer office and, they they settled with Baby Lane for jumping on him and, just did something for him. It ain't no secret, but what should have happened was, in order to save Suge from jail, Tupac, should not have faked his death, and he should have come to court on behalf of Suge. Buncherell Alton should have come to court on behalf of Suge, and Frank Alexander should have come to court on behalf of Suge to save Suge from doing 5 years. See that white pantsuit right there? That's Buncherell. That's what they say. There was a security guard right there that Suge asked to lay on Baby Lane. So, if you give Suge a lie detector test and ask if he hit or kicked Baby Lane, it'll probably come up he didn't do that. So yeah, man. So yeah, but they would have saved Suge from doing 5 years in Oregon State Penitentiary. That's where they say he was at. And it just show you who his real friends was. Man, Tupac faked his death and ain't seen Suge no more. And this was 1996. Tupac a very fake dude. Suge got him out of jail. He really raped a girl. And then when it's time to save Suge, no one is there. But Baby Lane, the actual victim, and some people say the actual shooter. So they, I think Suge once again put that behind him and was trying to avoid going to jail. And, he know they was wrong for that. So that's why he tried to give Baby Lane a little something. And Baby Lane was the most stand up dude out of Suge crew, and Baby Lane is not in Suge crew, and he come to court for Suge. I think two wagger, fake ass dude, man. So I'm out. Peace.